Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're going through a divorce, dealing with custody or child support issues, or any other family matters, give us a call today at 775-727-9900. We have a team dedicated to protecting your interests and defending your rights. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and have received Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years. We're conveniently located to meet and provide you with a free consultation on your legal matter. So give us a call today. Again, 727-9900.
Saving a life begins with a choice. We can trace it back to a single moment. Your choice to give blood. It all begins with you.
Because of you, life doesn't stop.
Give blood.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Chris Palermo is off today. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Wednesday, July 22nd. In our top story, controversial comments from a Nye County commissioner at a public meeting lead to abnormal public outcry. Christy Willis reports.
On Tuesday, July 21st, the Nye County Board of County Commissioners met in Pahrump. While the proposed data centers were not listed on a standalone agenda item, the issue dominated much of the public comment throughout the day. Residents voiced a variety of concerns, including potential impacts on groundwater, air quality, noise levels, and the long-term effects of large-scale technology development in Pahrump. One resident questioned why the commission could potentially vote on a proposed data center application on August 4th, while groundwater testing related to the project is not expected to be completed until sometime in 2027.
Ask yourself, at what cost is this data center? The fact that the plans are advancing before the release of a crucial Basin 162 groundwater study that highlights the lack of precaution that is being taken in this approval process. That report will not be available until 2027, is what I've been told. Yet this data center will be voted on August 4th.
Following the public comments, Commissioner Ron Boscovich addressed both the concerns raised during the meeting and the recent community protest over the proposed developments.
I also want to add one quick thing. The 30 people or 20 people or 10 people who show up to these things or go all over Nextdoor and the social media apps and things like that, griping and complaining about everything under the sun, they don't represent the 50,000 people here. Most of us are normal thinking, forward folks who have spent 3 decades here, raised a kid here, sent her through college here. Those of you who show up from California 10 minutes ago and tell us what we're doing wrong, screw that. There was a screenshot on the data center forum where somebody responds and says, aptly named Karen, I don't want to know about them. I don't want to learn anything about them. I just don't want them. What the hell is that? Where do you learn? How do you, if there was a shoe store that wanted to come here, I would need to know the positives and the negatives of that shoe store before I voted for it. That is what we're supposed to do here. So I apologize to the normal people in this audience and on the phone listening to have to watch that BS and listen to that garbage from the angry mob. And if that mob thinks they're going to change my mind in one way or another, good luck on that one.
News 25 has seen significant viewer engagement on Facebook with more than 600 comments posted following Tuesday's BOCC meeting. After reviewing the responses, many of the comments centered on statements made by Commissioner Ron Boscovich during the meeting. Here are just a few of the comments viewers shared. One commenter wrote, quote, "Ron Boscovich must go. It is very clear that your money is far more important than the good people of Nye County. Signed an absolutely disgusted member of your community." End quote. Another commenter stated, quote, "I've been studying AI data centers and solar farms for nearly 7 months across the nation, and I believe many others have been doing their due diligence as well. The comments from Boscovich is an ignorant notion and an absolutely baseless accusation," end quote. A third commenter wrote, quote, "Some of these commissioners think they are God. They are acting like dictators instead of servants of the taxpayer," end quote. A lot of the comments we read held the same sentiment. In response to the continued public interest, Commissioners Ian Bain and Bruce Jabor have scheduled a special community forum focused on the proposed data centers. Commissioner Bruce Jabor emphasized that the forum is not intended to be a debate, but rather an opportunity for all perspectives to be presented to the board.
We're all in on this. And so again, this Saturday, the 25th, 10 o'clock here in Chambers, please, because a lot of you came forward today, many of you came forward and had some pertinent information.
This will allow developers, experts, and residents an opportunity to speak so the commissioners can hear from all sides before making future decisions. The community forum will be held on Saturday, July 25th at 10 a.m. at the Calvada Eye on Walt Williams Drive. News 25 will be present and will continue to follow both the community forum and the board's upcoming consideration of the proposed data centers, and will provide updates as new information becomes available.
To hear more or see the full meeting, you can view all BOCC meetings by date at nyecounty.granicus.com. In today's daily arrest report, there's a laundry list of charges for an area man taken into custody under 4 counts of child abuse or endangerment after being caught speeding 60 miles per hour in a residential area.
A Pahrump man is facing multiple charges after deputies say he attempted to flee from a traffic stop while 4 children were inside his pickup truck. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office, the incident happened Saturday, July 18th at just before 4 p.m. Deputies were conducting traffic enforcement near West Basin Avenue and North Linda Street when they observed a white Ford pickup carrying several people inside its small cab. Deputies say the driver, identified as Michael Crockett, accelerated away after noticing the marked patrol vehicle. Investigators allege Crockett reached speeds of approximately 60 miles per hour in a posted 45 mile per hour zone, made unsafe turns without signaling, failed to maintain his lane, and drove recklessly through a residential neighborhood. Deputies activated their emergency lights after determining Crockett was allegedly attempting to evade law enforcement. According to the arrest report, the pickup eventually pulled into a private residential driveway where a closed metal gate blocked the entrance. Investigators say the front seat passenger got out, opened the gate so the truck could drive through, and then attempted to close it behind the vehicle in an effort to prevent deputies from following. According to the arrest report, while the truck was still moving, both the driver's and front passenger's door were open and remained ajar, leading deputies to believe the occupants might attempt to flee on foot. Because of the elevated risk posed by the occupants' action, deputies treated the encounter as a high-risk stop. Deputies discovered 4 small children inside the pickup. Investigators also reported smelling the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from Crockett. Standardized field sobriety testing was performed, but the results were described as inconclusive. The passenger reportedly told deputies Crockett admitted he fled because he did not have a driver's license, and she said she only helped open the gate in what she described as a lapse in judgment. She was also issued a criminal citation for obstructing a peace officer and released with the children. Crockett was placed under arrest and transported to the Nye County Detention Center. Crockett was charged with 1 count of driving with a suspended license, 4 counts of child abuse or endangerment, 1 count of failure to appear on a misdemeanor crime, 1 count of reckless driving, and 1 count of resisting a peace officer.
And before we go to break, you should know that the Aces are on the court right now. An update on our local champs after this break.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Learner Enrolled.
Get your check. Get Learner Enrolled.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Learner Enrolled.
Get smart. Get Learner Enrolled.
Learner Enrolled is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bell Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Horizon Markets are a one-stop shop for convenience. Are you wanting to enjoy a hot cup of coffee and a pastry? Needing some fuel? Or want a simple refreshment or snack? Come visit one of our 6 Horizon Market locations near you. We also have the loosest slots around town with over $1 million in payouts. You will get Pahrump's hometown value, where convenience and low prices meet. So no matter who you are, you'll find your Horizon in Pahrump.
The Mental Margarita Show is not your average variety show. Hosted by Jersey Doll and Slycat, features the new music and stories of independent artists, entrepreneurs with their expert advice following their dreams, community leaders making a positive impact around the globe, and visits with celebrity guests sharing their stories and inspiration. Tune in and watch the Mental Margarita Show every Saturday at 3:30 p.m. on KPVM channel 25.1.
If you have Parkinson's or any of these symptoms, including trembling, difficulty walking or sleeping, and if you have been exposed to paraquat or gramoxone, you may be eligible for significant compensation at no cost to you. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. If you or a loved one have worked or lived near a farm or field with paraquat herbicide treatments and developed Parkinson's disease or any of these symptoms, don't wait another minute. The manufacturers of paraquat and gramoxone-based herbicides knew about the health risks and failed to warn people of this link to Parkinson's symptoms. We have provided justice and have assisted people suffering from Parkinson's and other ailments. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. Call now. You could qualify to receive significant financial compensation. If we don't win, you pay nothing. So call our legal team now and let us help you receive substantial financial compensation. Call now.
We've done it again! Another $1 billion recovered on behalf of our injured clients in the last 3 years alone.
In a wreck and need a check? When you need results, call Learner Enrolled.
Learner Enrolled is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Go Aces Go! The Las Vegas Aces are in action as we speak, taking on the Washington Mystics. Mikey Roohan double dribbles this in sports now.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Following the Las Vegas Aces win over the Toronto Tempo, A'ja Wilson stuck around after the game to meet fans. And let's just say Toronto is treating her like she was giving away free poutine. Wilson was surrounded by fans wearing her signature Nike A1 shoes, jerseys, and enough A'ja gear to make her wonder if she accidentally walked into her own fan convention. The reigning MVP admitted she didn't realize just how support she had north of the border. Instead of heading straight to the locker room, she signed autographs, posed for photos, and thanked everyone who waited around. Basically, she spent more time with fans after the game than most of us spend talking to our own relatives during the holidays. The Aces are back in action tonight as they're taking on the Washington Mystics. That game is in progress. Ryan Reeves has always been known for delivering big hits, Over his 16-year NHL career, he's racked up 3,225 of them, including 837 while wearing a Golden Knights sweater. Now, as his playing career appears to be winding down, Reeves may be trading in body checks for microphone checks. Reports suggest he's interested in broadcasting, which makes sense because after spending years knocking people into next week, he can finally explain to us what they did wrong. The Las Vegas Aviators dropped Tuesday night's game to the El Paso Chihuahuas 11-7. The Aviators might want to check the dugout for Great Danes. Rematch tonight at 7:05. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. And in today's local health news, blood donations are unfortunately running low. That's why Vitalant needs your help replenishing supplies that are now at their lowest level in 2 years.
Type O supply has dropped to a 2-year low. How serious is the situation right now, and what does that mean for local hospitals?
Yeah, so we call right now the period between Memorial Day and Labor Day. We traditionally see the blood supply dip because schools are out for the summer, right? And employers are also out with their families on vacation. Employees are out on vacation, so there might be less people hosting blood drives. High schoolers, we get blood from high schoolers sometimes, and they're not available to give blood because they're out, right? So the blood supply is dipping, but we also see the need for blood either staying the same or even going up, even increasing, because during summer, we also call it trauma season, because families are out doing activities. They're enjoying the weather. I mean, in Vegas, it's pretty hot, but you get what I'm saying. People are going on vacation, they're hiking, they're biking, they're boating. There's more risk to get injured. With the type O specifically, usually we like to have about a 4-day supply of type O on hand. And right now we're at about a 2-day supply of type O on hand.
How does somebody find out what blood type they are?
So that's a great question, Mike. It's really easy. You can just donate blood.
Okay. So
yeah.
That settles it.
If you don't know your blood type, you can just donate blood. You don't need to know your blood type to donate blood. And donating blood is actually a great way to find out. Everyone has a different reason for donating blood, right? Some people donate because they understand that one donation can help 2 or more patients in need. Some people donate for the free cookies and juice. That's perfectly acceptable.
That's why I do it.
Yeah, you know what? That's perfectly acceptable, Mike. And then other people, we also really want to value people's time as much as we can. So we try to offer gifts to thank our donors for their time. So we have different promos going on at different points of the year. And right now, the promotion that we have going on through August 8th is if you donate blood with us, you'll be entered automatically for the chance to win a car valued up to $30,000. So one person will win. So what I like to say is donate blood, save lives, free juice, free cookies, and maybe you'll win a car.
That's amazing. And where does everyone find out where the blood drives are? And is there a place we can go for that?
Yeah. So again, we want to make donating blood as easy and convenient for everyone as possible. So the easiest thing for folks to do is to go ahead and visit vitalant.org. And there's a button at the top that says ready to donate or make an appointment. And if you click that button, you can type in your zip code. And then you will find a list of all of the blood drives that are taking place near you. So we have some coming up in Pahrump. And I know that you said that your listenership also reaches the Vegas Valley. We, of course, have blood drives happening all the time in Vegas as well.
And we have much more health news you can use when News 25 returns.
Loving your Valley Communications internet?
Now you can share it.
We're introducing our VCA referral program.
So when you refer a friend who signs up,
you get a free month of internet.
Good internet is better when shared. Refer a friend to VCA. When they sign up, you receive a free month of internet. Learn more about the referral program at valleycom.com. Valley Communications. Local, affordable, reliable.
Makes sense to me. What better way to celebrate America's 250th birthday than seeing the USA in a Chevrolet? The Freedom event has been extended now through July 31st at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. That means freedom from high prices, freedom from high interest rates, and freedom from monthly payments all summer long. During this event, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 60 months on every new Chevy Silverado 1500 in stock, plus receive no payments for 90 days. And now, get employee pricing on new GMC Sierra half-tons. We've stocked up with the best selection of our award-winning trucks and SUVs just for this limited time event. Check out our huge selection of high-quality pre-owned vehicles, all priced to sell fast. Start enjoying freedom today, only at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. We've been honored to be recognized by Best of Las Vegas and receive the Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years running. Awards are great, but helping clients get the money they deserve is why we're in business. After you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important not to listen to the insurance companies. Give us a call today, 775-727-9900. With offices in Pahrump, Southwest Vegas, and Summerlin, our team is here ready to fight for you for the money you're entitled to. So give us a call today.
You know, an author once said, before you have a dog, you can't quite imagine what living with one might be like. And afterwards, you can't imagine living any other way. I don't know evil, jealousy, or hate. To sit with a dog on a glorious day is like heaven. Where doing nothing isn't boring, it's peaceful. When the right dog finds the right human, it's as if it always was and always will be. They protect each other, love each other, teach each other. More importantly, they never let the other down.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, we're shedding light on a Southern Nevada issue. Is it possible to have a sun allergy, especially here when the sun is warm and hot? It may feel that way, but for some people, that's actually the case.
It's relatively uncommon, but yes, you can be allergic to the sun. It's generally referred to as a photosensitivity or a sun allergy, and it basically happens when our immune system overreacts to ultraviolet rays.
Cleveland Clinic's dermatologist Shirpi Kapartal says people with a sun allergy usually develop a rash after being in the sun. The rash typically shows up on parts of the skin that get direct sunlight. Unlike sunburns, this allergic reaction can show up after just a few minutes in the sun and happens regularly. While rare, Dr. Kapartal says you can develop a sun allergy at any age. So what should you do if you think you have one?
If there's something that's happening repeatedly or it's getting uncomfortable or in large body surface areas, absolutely see, a board certified dermatologist for treatment, management, making sure it's the right diagnosis.
Medical experts recommend for everyone to wear sunscreen every day, use sun protective clothing, and avoid the sun during midday hours when it's strongest.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside through our Learner and Row weather cam at the Mountain Springs camera on the hump between Vegas and Pahrump. It's a beautiful July day, and we'll take a closer look at weather and the expected heat after the break.
Got bills? Need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk while earning up to $2,000 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. If this is you, call Ed now, 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
If you've been in a recent auto accident, don't ignore the extent of the injuries. A 30-mile-an-hour accident creates up to 3,000 foot-pounds of force to the spine, equivalent to falling off a two-story building. At Pahrump Spine and Wellness, we offer a complimentary exam and consultation to determine the extent of your injuries. We also work with 5 of the best injury attorneys here in Pahrump. Why drive to Vegas? We have state-of-the-art facility right here. Time is money. Don't waste it on the highway. Get the best care and legal advice here in town.
Saving a life begins with a choice. We can trace it back to a single moment. Your choice to give blood. It all begins with you.
Because of you, life doesn't stop.
Give blood today.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Hello, Romy here, and it is Wild Temperature Wednesday. Let's take a look at our surrounding areas. Fernley and Fallon, we have a high of 95, Carson City at 92, Tonopah with a high of 89 degrees, Goldfield at 91, Beatty at 103, Amargosa and Las Vegas at 108, and Death Valley with a high of 117. Currently here in Pahrump, it is 103 degrees. The high today was 105, winds coming from the south at 10 miles per hour, humidity at 20%, and the sunrise was at 5:43 a.m. And tonight, the sunset will be at 7:57 p.m., humidity at 23%, winds coming from the east-southeast at 8 miles per hour, and the low will be 81 degrees. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Thursday and Friday, we have a high of 109. Saturday, we're at 110. Sunday with a high of 109 as well. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it'll be partly cloudy. Monday with a high of 108. Tuesday with a high of 107. Wednesday with a high of 105. All with our lows in the 80s. Now that was the weather. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Romy. Thanks for that heat weather warning. And remember, that heat advisory is expected to last through the beginning of next week. So stay in the shade, inside, and stay hydrated, everyone. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
Desert pests. Get rid of them. Get airy.
Arid Pest Control has had experience with Pahrump Desert Pest since 1995. Licensed and insured, Arid has low rates, no contracts, and